Hey everybody, this is Shayna from Kaiyuni Kreations. Welcome again to yet another video. Today I wanted to try to do an iron-on pattern on this tote bag here. I actually got this tote from Temu, I believe, or Shein, maybe one or the other, but I'll let you know. But it is a cotton tote, and I'm going to try out one of the iron-on patterns that I got from Temu. I remember that for sure, just to see how it works. So this is the pattern we're going to look at today. I just love this little lady here. Her hairdo, her everything. And I do like the text as well. And I'm going to use my iron just to iron it on. I got this iron off of Amazon. And it's a bit small, so it takes a little bit of time. But we just follow patiently as we go through iron on this design onto the tote. And you can see later on I did have a little bit of struggles with it, but I was able to get through with it eventually. If you don't have one of these, you can also use your regular iron. Just remember to take the water out before you actually begin, because you don't need the steam effect, you just need the heat. But you continue to press, you actually iron on above the plastic on this design here so that it sticks to the fabric. I'm just trying to get all the corners. And I'm going to test it a little bit here to see. And it's not ready as yet. So I continue. I'm going to apply more heat right now. What I'm trying to do is to get it to adhere to the fabric so that it sticks down. I can actually raise the plastic up and separate the two. And again, just continue applying that heat. You see how tiny that iron is. You really have to have some patience when working with that one. And I'm trying to get all of the corners. The good thing about this little iron is that it gets to all the corners. So it's very good for that, getting into the small, tight spaces. But it has worked out for me so far. I just need to exercise a little bit more patience. So I'm checking here now to see if it's starting to... Nope, it's not separating as yet. So I'm going to apply a little bit more heat. And I hope your day is going well. Right now it's a little overcast here in Georgia. It was sunny earlier, and oh, so it's not ready just yet. But now, yep, it's probably going to rain a little later on. So I'm going to try my spatula just to kind of keep it pushed down. And then I'm going to try to gently raise it to see, just to test it out, to see if it's going to separate now. Not yet, so I'm using the spatula just to help it a little bit. I'm telling you, at the beginning it gave me so much trouble. So eventually I think I just ended up using my X-Acto knife, which is like a little bit of a sharper edge, and also to hold the image down onto the fabric. And that's how I was able to begin peeling it off. So it can be a bit of a struggle at times, but just hang in there and it will stick down there eventually. So we're raising it up. I think it's coming up a little bit now. I think I'm going to actually go ahead and apply a little bit more heat with the iron, just at the edge there. Also, when you have like the smaller parts of the design, like her little flowers and the butterflies and whatever, the little tiny pieces, sometimes those take a little longer to adhere to the fabric. Because you'll see when I get to the bigger part, it was easier to get that up. But I think the text and the flowers and so it was giving me a little bit of trouble in the beginning. So I think it might be coming up, not quite. Just apply a little bit more heat. And there. Oh, maybe a little bit more heat. Well, like I said, it's about to be overcast here in Georgia. If my lighting is not good, just excuse me. And let me see now if it's going to come up. Nope, still not yet. I just let the iron sit on there. Alright, let's see now. So I'm going to use my X-Acto knife just to push it a little bit more into the fabric. And if I'm doing anything wrong, guys, just let me know if there's a better way to do this. I think this is the first time I've tried this on fabric. I have a previous video where I did it on a clipboard. I think my mat was beginning to buckle from the heat below there. So it kind of scared me a little bit. But give me an excuse to get a new mat anyway. So I think it's coming up slowly, slowly. And it's coming up a little bit more. So I'm just trying to clear down there. There we go. Ah, finally. So I think it's beginning to come up. So now I'm going to use probably my spatula, I think, because it has a wider surface. Okay, maybe I'm still going to use this. Okay, so I'm using the X-Acto knife. I know this it gave me a lot of challenges right at the beginning, but it is worth it, holding on and continuing. Sometimes you have to apply a little bit more heat just to get it up. There we go. And she's coming up nicely. I love it. So the text as well was giving me a little bit of a challenge. So I tried the spatula because it has like the wider surface to see if it would come up. And then I might try it again. So I'm just basically trying to press the image into the fabric so it will separate from the plastic, which is what the iron should have been doing. So I'm going to use a spatula, the other spatula, sorry, my X-Acto knife to try and get in there. But I think once I cleared the bottom and I cleared all of the fonts, it was smooth sailing. So there it is. It's coming up now very nicely. So I think I had to reinforce it with a spatula a little bit. Yep, there she is. And it's peeling away. And don't forget, right, don't be afraid to just apply more heat as needed. And peel slowly, gently lift it up so you don't pull the image up with you. So this is me just trying to smooth it out a little bit and make sure that the image stayed down. So eventually I went back and I applied a little bit more heat. This is a precaution in an effort to separate the image from the plastic. So let's try again now with the spatula to see if it's going to come up. Yes, it is. All right. Oh, come on, text. It's going to come up eventually. I'm getting it. We're halfway through. And again, if there's an easier way to do this, guys, just leave me a note in the comments. I just wanted to share with you how I did these. I'm probably going to have some of these totes in my Etsy shop, so you can look out for those. And they should be there, in time for Juneteenth. So I'm trying to get it up here. Okay. So I'm going to apply a little bit more heat just to separate it again. But yeah, I do like this little iron. It could be a little bit bigger, but this is what we have. Alright, so we're going to go back in now. So I'm going to use the X-Acto knife just to get the tiny fonts and to prevent them from lifting up. Ooh, come on, come on. I'm really trying to coax it to stay down. So I'm just continue to peel it up so it is coming up. So we've already cleared most of her face. So we just got to make sure the flowers on her hair piece don't come up. And again, pull gently. I'm just trying to get a good angle here so I can get it up. almost home free. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try a little bit more heat. So just apply some more heat. And just apply the heat as many times as you think you need it so that until the image separates. So I'm just getting into those tiny pieces there. And then I'm going to go ahead and try and continue to pull it up gently. Oh, this thing is not going easy. It is not going easy. It is fighting me to the end. And I think we're making some progress here. Maybe not. Ooh. Yep, it is fighting me all the way. So maybe now we're home free. There we go. Almost there. Oh, what is holding it down now? So I'm going to put a little bit more heat out there. There must be something about that letter there, that word. It's not letting up. Uh-oh. So I think I need a better angle. I'm going to turn it around a little bit. See what's happening in the corner here. I'm just trying to separate the image from the plastic. And then also you need to adhere to the fabric. So this is where the iron comes in. So I'm going to apply a little bit more heat just to be sure. Make sure to get the edges. Just hold it down there a little bit. And remember, it's still plastic, so don't leave the iron sitting too long on the plastic. All right, let's see if it's going to come up. Maybe this is it. Yep. And we're home. Almost. Who is holding out? Who is holding out up here? All right. So I think we're pretty much there. It's just the last of the text. And then we should be good. Oh my goodness. I didn't think it would take this long, but to me it's only been a few minutes, so we should be fine. So I am using the X-Acto knife again just to try and separate everything. Oh, and here we go. We're good to go. So what I ended up doing is just laying the plastic down arbitrarily and then just one last pass with the iron, because I don't think you can iron directly onto the pattern. But of course you can use the plastic medium, and there she is. Alright guys, I hope you... Ooh, I did try to do that. Ooh. I guess it was okay. The iron wasn't that hot. But yep, and this is a simple process. Oh, it was still on the plastic. This is how we do it. If you wanted to transfer, you know, images to totes or any other piece of fabric, this is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to click subscribe and to like. And until next time, have a blessed day, everyone. And thank you for joining.